Hey guys, it's Bethany Finch with American Made Home Solutions. How are you this Sunday morning? It's not raining here finally. And no, it is not Seattle. I know everybody just thinks it's Seattle, but I'm actually in Texas. And Texas, as far as I can tell, gets more rain than Seattle. They just get it in large spurts. So when it rains, it dumps and then everything is flooded. And then it does it all over again. So their flooding issues are different than the flooding issues that we deal with in Washington, which ours are seasonally. So it is completely different. But it's sunny, it's not raining, it's a great morning. So one of the things that I love to do that many people enjoy, and I think it's kind of fallen by the wayside, is I love to read. I'm a reader. These are 3 books that I brought with me. I usually have 4 to 5 books going at any one time. I have my fluffy book, right? The one that my brain is just exhausted mentally and physically, and I just need time out, so to speak. So that's what I call my fluffy book. Then I have my personal self, whatever I'm working on book. I usually have a business book. I'll usually have some kind of family book of some nature in that form, and then some sort of spiritually related. So that's usually my 4 to 5 each week. But as you can see, these 3 books, although yes, I took them with me, it's because I had checked baggage. Oftentimes I'm traveling and I don't have checked baggage. I have, something my carry-on. And books can be very heavy. So thank goodness for technology, right? Technology's come a long way. We have lots of choices with ebooks, but books can also be very expensive. So there's several, just like we have travel hacks and credit hacks and different things, I have book hacks. So one of the things that many people have completely forgotten about is the library. I know it is shocking, but the library still exists. You can not only get free internet through your library and free printing and things of that nature, but you get free books. Now, you and I as business owners know that technically it's not free. Your tax dollars are paying for it, but it doesn't cost you every time you're checking it out. Those tax dollars are going to go there whether you utilize the service or not, right? So why not take advantage of it? So the first thing that I always encourage everybody to do is get in touch with your local library and get a library card. The other flip side to that is a lot of libraries have converted to digital. So for instance, our library system, we have 3 different forms of platforms that we can use through our library system to access digital ebooks. So in there we have Hoopla, we have Libby, and we have Overdrive. And we can also access EPUB, so they can be audio books or they can be actual digital read books that you can read on your phone or your Amazon Kindle or anything like that. So it's a great tool. It's a great way to have access to them. Obviously, my phone and my Kindle can carry a whole lot more books, a lot lighter than, so when I'm traveling with just my carry-on bag, I am using my books and or my Kindle or tablet, right, to do those kind of reads. But the nice part about those apps is if I'm reading it on one device and I don't have that device with me, and I'm, say, picking it up on my phone, it keeps the place where I'm at. So it's a great tool. It's a great resource for that. But if you're using your library card system, that's all free. That is 100% accessible to you. And some of the library programs in smaller rural areas have partnered up with bigger ones to provide those services to their constituents, their patrons, I think is the right word. So another great way to get free books, aside from the library, is there are many different resources. You can literally even Google free digital books, and you'll come up with quite a few. But one of the things that many people do is they give away books. A lot of people have written books, and they want to get you to know them a little better, or they want to promote their business and such. So if you look up a person that you know has written a book or that you follow, oftentimes if you go to their social media sites or if you go to their websites, many times they'll have a place where you can get one of their books for free. And that's a great way to access that information and such. There's also free like Facebook groups for books. I know this is shocking, but people do still have book clubs and they still talk about books, and it's a great way to exchange information. Oftentimes, people will recommend a book, and then I won't necessarily get a chance to look into that book, but then I meet someone else who's read that book, and then I get their feedback on it, and I may determine it's not really worth my time, or I might determine I really want to get that book today, you know. So book clubs are great for that. So they do have them on social media, Facebook groups and such. And in those groups, they have oftentimes lending libraries where they literally will just post the books that are available within the group, and whoever has it, you just reach out to them, they mail it to you, and you mail a different one to them, and vice versa. And it's just a great opportunity as well. You also get to meet new people. There are also, for those of you homeschoolers, many of us homeschoolers know and value the importance of books. So there's actual homeschool groups as well that do lending libraries, and you're able to access them. Some of them, if you have really good state, I think North Carolina and a couple of others that are really good pro homeschoolers, actually coordinate with the state and allows you to access the same books and things that they already have through their public system. And they have it set up so you're able to access those and able to get them for free as well. So it's a great tool. It's a great way to do that. There's also, obviously there's paid services like Amazon Kindle Unlimited and such, and Audible, right? Those are great. A lot of times they'll give you like free 30 days and check it out and see if it's something you would utilize or something you would not. You know, if you only download one book and don't even get through one book in 30 days, and you keep paying for a service that you only use once in a year, that may not be worth it, right? So check out some of these free resources first. After you've checked them out, determine if it is something that you would use. Some of us who are avid readers and who are going through a lot of books, there may be a huge value for that. Others that may not be as fast. Some of the best people I know don't get books in this form. You know why? Because they prefer to have them read to them, and they do it in audio format. So they're listening because that works better for them, whether they're dyslexic or whether their eyes fatigue because they do computer work all day. It doesn't matter the reasoning. The matter is they're still getting through the information and they're still benefiting from it. And that's the whole point of a book. It's to not, sometimes to entertain you. Sometimes it's to heal you. Sometimes it's to build you up and to be someone better than you are. Other times it's to educate you, right? So those are all possible, even whether it's through an audiobook that you play while you're in your commute every single day, or it's a book that you're reading at night before bed, which is really what is the most common, but that just puts people to sleep, right? So if your mind races because it's a good book, then it's going to amp you up, not put you to sleep. So that's why you always got to have a variety, right? So keeping these in mind, those are all great tools and resources that you can access to get those free books. Figure out what your particular style is, how you prefer your method, whether they're ebooks, whether they're audiobooks, whether they're physical books, and then go from there. Branch out, try something new, break away from the TV, break away from Hollywood, and dive back into a book. I think you'll find it's quite enjoyable. It's very relaxing. It's a lot easier to take a book out to the beach than it is that TV. So, you know, anytime you just want to kick back and relax here, I'm out on the front porch. It's not raining for a change, right? It's sunny and beautiful, and it's a much more relaxing, inviting time. So take advantage of that. Jump into a good book. We'll touch base with you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great Sunday. Have a fantastic day with your family. Hopefully you're able to praise and bring honor to God this day. Have a great day. Bye for now.